Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here with a regular daily everyday page. It's actually the second page in what I plan as a two-page spread, not exactly a double pager, but kind of companion pages using the same sets of photos and a lot of the same supplies. And normally, this is where I would show you a sketch I'm using or a design I'm scrap lifting. Instead, I'm going to show you a page of mine that has not been published yet. That is the companion page, the first page I did. It's this one with these three photos of all the boys that were crafting at my house that night. And then this next page is just two, just Barrett and Jabril. And you saw that. I don't have exactly the same background, but I'm going to have a lot of the same supplies repeated, and the color scheme will be repeated. So I've lifted this. This is a sheet of paper from Metropolitan Girl by Stephen Duncan for Cartabella, and I've used that to map the photos. This is from let's see. It is from Stephen Duncan's Bon Voyage. And I think this is from Toy Box. And this is from Happy Crafting. That's actually going to be my title. And I've done some fringe to do the load technique prompt. The story prompt is about an honor that I received, and I'm not going to be doing that. um, I guess it was an honor that these basketball players who were, champions, and at the time, these boys were, all that, and I was happy to have them want to be in my craft room and playing with all the things. What I'm getting ready to do now is I've kind of halfway designed it, as you can see. I just kind of wanted to make sure it would be compatible with the other page. I've got this. This is something called, let's see. These are laser cut designs from a company called Snip Art, and it's www.snipart.pl. And these products used to be sold at Bramble Fox, and I ordered some and then promptly stored them someplace that I couldn't find them. So just relocated them, decided to use them on this page. And these gears I thought would look better in black, and they're really good chipboard. Let's see if I can. I'm going to push this up here so I can kind of show you what I'm doing. I'm using a dauber in some black soot ink. Being the distress oxide, when you apply it to something like this, it's more opaque. It gets more opaque more quickly. It gets opaque quickly. I guess is the thing. It's easier to get it to look opaque. It's the closest thing to painting without all the wet and nasty mess. Okay, so I think that's going to look good there. There was a piece of this ribbon. I'm going to go ahead and color this light bulb too. I did this because these boys were so brilliant and just came up with such great design ideas. They were designing athletic footwear, and they had just played basketball and won a championship, and everybody was spending the weekend. I've served those boys breakfast, and they've called me grandma for 11 years now, I guess. And we lost one of them, Jabril, the beautiful, amazing, brilliant young man. in the photo with Barrett. We just had a memorial for him, and it was probably, you know, one of the most disturbing losses that I've been witness to, you know, since John and my parents. Just like the loss of a grandchild, truly. An amazing kid. Anyway, I'm going to concentrate on how happy that night was. And the light that I'm using right now is a little bit different. There are a couple lights on the right and left that I do not have on. And the upper lights, one of the bulbs burned out, and I think I like that better. It's not quite as bright. So let me just kind of start getting this. This tag is something that I made in a class or a workshop or a weekend crop or something, and I think Christina Sorge had something to do with the design and maybe the I'm thinking it had something to do with a secret not secret weekend crop. Anyway, let's get these things glued down, and then I can place stuff. I'm going to put this here because I want this fairly close to the bottom. And I'm going to go ahead and place the photo on. I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the tips there. And I know that this can still move, and I don't. Okay, I think that's good. Now I'm going to do the other one, kind of equidistant from the top, and hopefully that leaves me room for my tag in the middle. Okay, so now let's put this. This is a few, like 1, 2, 3 diamonds over and 3 diamonds down. How about there? I think that looks about right. Let's get this peeled. And I'm going to put a little bit of glue here and here to hold the photo. Like that. Okay. And hopefully, you know, I'm gonna move this up as high up as it can go and still stay on the circle. And I'm gonna bring this one as far down as it can go and stay. You know, measuring would make it easier, and I'm sure most sane human beings would take that approach, but I don't think that's in my DNA. Okay, I'm going to put that down. I'm actually going to replace the twine. This is a gold threaded white twine, and it kind of looks a little dingy. So I'm going to put some of this black and white and just do it simply like it was on there. Nothing fancy. Okay, there. Now, I'm going to go down here and do the title bit, but first I'm going to dump these embellishments over to the side here, and then I'm going to glue this on. Let me put the lid on my glue here, and let me get some dry adhesive. Okay, that's gonna go here. A lot of the embellishments, the small embellishments that I'm gonna run down here are from Happy Crafting, which is also where the title comes from, and it's got really great images of lots of crafty supplies. Let's see, I think that works. Now I'm gonna do the title bit, and this is the fringe. I'm gonna try to tuck this under here. I want it right. Oops, it's not enough. I don't have this over enough. So let me do this first. I'll get this on here first, and then we'll see where that needs to be placed, because the spacing for this does not really matter. Come on, I don't want it to stick to those things. Let me add some fresh tape. Sometimes when you pull it up, the tape that was pulled up all right, now I'm going to do the hearts, and this is chipboard, but my glue doesn't dry real fast, so I'm going to put liquid glue on it, but I'm also putting some tape to see if that helps with making it stick initially. So I'm going to put that right there, and then this is going to get a little bit of foam to bolster this one side, and then I'm going to put a little glue on the other side, and then I'm going to need a little bit of assistance with bridging the difference in elevation when I put on the title. So I'm going to put this right there. Okay, now there's some elevation difference there, so I'm going to put a little bit of foam tape on that left side, and then some liquid glue on the other side, and we'll see how this works. Okay, now I'm going to take this, run it kind of like so. Let's see. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to take this and have it form a bridge there. And I think gears are always a good boy page element, and especially in this case, they're making things in at my craft table. Okay, there. Now I'm going to start adding let's say I'm trying to figure out what's upside. I'm going to maybe put that right there, let's say. And then I've got scissors and ink and a paintbrush and a hole punch and markers and a glue gun. Okay, and I'm going to take I'm going to glue the light bulb here as kind of part of the title cluster. And I might add some little stickers around that kind of those are not really working all that well. They're too tiny and I touched them too much. So I'm going to see if I can do if I can find some bigger ones. Nope, those are all pretty small. I'm gonna let's put some of these things on. I don't know whether to do them kind of like this, maybe right there, and then something right here that maybe comes from the here. Let's see if there's anything from here. There is something kind of something to go under here. And I'm not seeing anything that there's a nice pencil and a pair of scissors. So I can do this pencil here, and there's already a pair of scissors here, but I don't think, well, actually, how about a couple balls of twine? And maybe a what else do we want? Maybe like a little, I'm not even sure what that is. It might be like a little planner or something. Here's like a little punch. I'm gonna see if I can make this work. This is an idea that is not fully formed, and so I apologize for leading us on this little. Whoops! I have got this photo on crooked. You see that? That is not cute, and I bet my glue is dry now. Folks, this is not going to be cute. I'm able to peel it up from the tape. so far. And then, but it's pretty well adhered there. So now I'm going to move it up straight and I'm going to glue it back down. Not a big problem. Glad I noticed it. Is that one straight? I don't think that one's straight either. Geez. And I thought I'd there. Okay. And that I think is going to work for that. Okay, now let's go back to what I was doing. I was putting this little ball of twine right here. And I've got this little craft punch that can go in front of that. And of course I want some okay. In the original, the first one, I used some of these, but they were white. And I didn't have any white ones left. But, okay, so let me put that right there. And maybe this pair of scissors. I'm going to put a little bit of foam on the handles. There. And I hadn't fully decided to put this over here, but I'm gonna. That's good there. And now let's do the stars. And I'm going to do this top star towards the top. Yeah, I'll do the top star towards the top. And then I'll do the arrow. This arrow is kind of, well, I'll have it pointing at the vegetables and fruit. I'll prove how responsible host I was for growing teenage boys. Okay, there and there. Oops, come on. I have to hold it down a little bit because it's not quite as tacky as I want. I'll go back when that gets tacky and I will fix it. Fix it. And I'll put this star close to the bottom. And I'll have this arrow climbing up onto the photo and adhered to the circle. Hopefully. Hopefully that works out for me. Okay, and there, and there. And here, maybe that's tacky enough now. I think so. All right, now I'm going to start adhering things, and I don't know whether to have them facing this way or this way. I'm thinking this way is fine. I'm going to put this one just right there. I'm going to start with that because I like the color that adds. Now, there is somewhere in here, I'm sure, a paintbrush. I'm not seeing it. It's right here. Okay, and I'm going to put a little bit of foam behind it. And I'm putting the paintbrush near the ink bottle because, you know, I paint with ink all the time. Okay, so I'm going to put that right there. And I'm going to let all of these things kind of come up onto the striped part. More scissors, more foam. And I will have some journaling adhered to the back of this telling the not so happy story that kind of accompanies this page. These photos were taken 9-10 years ago. And let me get some more foam. I'm having trouble dislodging it. Okay. And I've still got markers. Okay, there's that. And where would the markers want to go? I can, let's see. I had 4. I can only see 3. 3 is all right. It's better than nothing. Let me get my tweezers and pick them up and add a little glue. Let me see where I want them to go. Maybe up here, or even maybe added over into this. That would work for me. And okay. There we go. Let me get this call. Excuse me. Hey, I'm recording. Can I call you back?
Yeah. We just had a problem. That leak in my shower fan is back again.
Okay.
Getting into the wall in the living room.
Okay. Talk to you later. Bye. Not what you want to hear. A pesky leak that has troubled us in the past, but we thought we'd fixed it. We paid to fix it. Hasn't been fixed. Isn't fixed. Let me pull some stickers. I think we're about done, but I want to add some little small bits of fun images, like in fact, actually, what I'd like is some kind of embellishment around here. Here we go. I'm going to do a craft night sticker. Do I want it there or maybe here? I'll put it right there. And then there may be another one here. It's this family gathering. Family night works because these boys were definitely part of the family. And I'm gonna okay. I'm not sure what else I would like. I could use kind of a round element right here to kind of tuck under there, but I'm not sure I could tuck it actually. Now on the other page, I used an image of a jacks, and I'm gonna put that there kind of as a nod to the fact that the boys were having fun and goofing around and not absolutely dedicated to things. Let's see, what do we have here? We have adventure friend. There was best friend. I can I wish this would go down. It'll be fine when I put it in and you can't see it on the screen, I'm sure. It's just a slight curl that's kind of bothering me. Let's see. I want to let's say if I do this, kind of overlap these and put them here. Under there and under the okay, I like that, and I like it at that angle, and it needed to be at that angle because these are glued down except for these areas that I was able to sneak it under. Here is a toy top that I'm gonna add into the I'll add it right there, but I want a little bit of foam, and I have a couple dinosaurs that I want to add. Let's see. This fringe was cut with a Hip Kit Club die. These papers and these fussy cut images are all from different Stephen Duncan collections. And the chipboard circular frames and stars are Vicky Booten, and these are from Bramble Fox originally. Let's see what else I have. I used a basketball, and these guys had played basketball that day, so I'm going to. I had pulled a basketball for the other page. I like this that says fun, so I may do this kind of right under there, sort of as a nod to the best friend there. Okay, and I'm not thinking that I need anything else from that sticker sheet. And this sticker sheet was here primarily for this, which was, pardon the mess, I'm making memories. But I thought I would pull something else from here just to kind of feature the page, but I'm not really seeing anything that okay, these strawberries and a flower, and I did kind of, there may have been some strawberries served along with those apples and carrots and celery. Not liking the how that would look. Don't think it would work back here either. Maybe right there. Okay. And I like that I use something from there, and I might do something right here from like this floral right here. And what I'll do is kind of hide that under there. Is that gonna work? This is the one I want to hide, the kind of purpley one. Who knew? The best way to hide it is to cut it off, right? And I'm gonna see if I can hide the cut part. Yes, I can. Okay, there we go. And it doesn't, I almost wanted to use this, which looks like a bowl of cereal. And one of the things that kind of became a tradition was I made this farina cereal, and Barrett loved it, but he really felt like it, gave him good energy for playing ball. So it kind of became a pre-game tradition. So I'm going to add the dinosaurs kind of over to this side, and gosh, come on, losing my patience here. Okay, that can go right there. Okay, and now I think I have another one that's facing that way. Yes, it is red. And there. And I'm thinking that we're done. I still would like something right here, and I don't know what that would be. Let me try some of these little star stickers. And they're tiny, so the stickiness probably isn't gonna work. So I'll put a little bit of glue. Oops. Way more glue than I needed, but enough to hold this once I wipe it away. There. It's a little star, and I have some other colors, I think. Here's a yellow. this down. That will hopefully dry flat and clear and all those things. I'm gonna put a little oh, come on. I should have stopped when I was ahead. I have done some inky stuff today. Okay, and I have a tiny white dinosaur outlined in blue that I just can't help but use right here. Don't you think? Don't you think that would be cute? And that's my very last embellishment. And I will call it done. I really hate that I haven't been my usual daily scrapper for load. I've scrapped every day, but I've done pages that needed to be published a few days down the road, but for design teams and other purposes, I needed to have them ready early. And so I couldn't claim them for a same day page and couldn't publish them yet. And so I kind of did my work instead of my fun scrapping. And of course, all scrapping is fun, and I'm extremely happy to be able to do this wonderful hobby, but it's kind of, this is really bothering me, and I know you're gonna laugh, but I have got to get it to lay down, and so I need to cut a narrower piece of this foam tape, and I'm gonna put it here, and I'm gonna peel the backing off. Easier said than done. And it's curled from the way it was stored, which was negligently. I kind of, as you know, I've been rediscovering all kinds of things as I reorganize, and this tag was one of them. And I'm going to put a little tiny bit of glue on here, because when I first glued it, I must not have done a very good job. And that's okay if the glue shows a little bit, because you'll think it's part of the splattering. Okay, there. Now, I'm going to publish this page, just a photo of the page in LOAD for today's prompt, but I will not make the video live, and I won't publish this. I won't post it widely until the other page goes live in March, on March 11th, I think is the day. So I'll have both of those videos go live, and I will have each video point to the other so that you can get. So this is kind of what it's going to look like together in my album. I think it's close enough to a coordinated two-pager, and the photos are from the same night, and like I said, I'll have journaling about Jabril's untimely death. Um, I'll create a pocket at the back of this. So thank you for watching, and like I said, I'm doing this in February, and it's going to be a couple weeks before it gets published, but I wanted to make the page today. Thank you very much. Bye.